Good evening, everyone, and welcome to an Aquatic Fireside Chat. Y'all, you know that Thursday is my favorite night of the week, and it is good to be back here in Aquatic HQ. You know, I have enjoyed using my home studio quite a bit. It's been nice to relax and kick it in front of my ultra wide with a nice close up camera, but there is something about the warmth of the fires emanating here from Aquatic HQ in Naples, Florida that just can't be beat. Now, don't worry for those of you that are wondering. We have done a lot of great work to make sure that our office is back up to standard. We have had the entire facility sanitized and clean, so we are ready to rock and roll for all the amazing events that are coming up over the next couple of days. And y'all, there are a whole bunch of amazing events, right? I mean, Fireside is all about connecting and talking about the great things that are going on in the aquatic community, right? And this week is no exception. The one thing that's changing a bit is a bit later on, I'm going to be introducing a few people that you may have seen before on some of our streams. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't, but they'll be joining us here, in the next few minutes and talking about some of the things that I would normally talk about. So get excited to meet some more of that aquatic crew. With their first debut here on Fireside, and for some of them, it will be their first time here in Naples, Florida, in our headquarters. So I can't wait to share each of them with you a little bit later on. But in the meantime, y'all, there's a few things that I want to cover to kick off tonight. Now, first thing, we've been talking about this for a little while. We actually did a pretty cool photo shoot today for what is going on with our G Fuel giveaway that we are going to be launching in the next day or so. And I apologize, y'all. We tried to get that fired up the beginning of the week, but there were a few more things we wanted to do to make that giveaway the best that it can be. And I thought, you know what, why not make that even bigger, and why not make it go live at the one and only Gigabyte Cup, which is just right around the corner. Now, there's a lot of really cool Gigabyte Cup news that's going to be coming a bit later on, and so I don't want to spoil all that is to be shared. But of course, there are a few things that I do want to bring to the table. And the first is some of our great sponsors. Now, right, Gigabyte is bringing this event to the world with us, and we can't wait, as they are a fantastic brand. You've probably seen our Gigabyte Gaming Lounge that has some really awesome equipment in it, powered by Gigabyte, and now we get to bring this terrific tournament to you here in just 2 days. But on top of that, right, we've actually brought in a whole new group to cover our halftime show, which I can't wait to talk about more in just a second, and that is Helm Audio. And I'm pretty sure, as long as I remember to put on the hat, which it looks like I did, Helm Audio is a fantastic brand. They're actually the winner of 4 CES Innovation Awards from 2020, and y'all, they have some really amazing products. And during that show, we are going to be giving away some of these guys right here, and they are quite amazing, right? Check this out. If I could only reach, this is a DB12 amp, y'all, and it is THX certified, and it takes your sound to the whole next level. It's real cool. I actually let Riptide try one out, and man, was he having a good time with that amp. Now, on top of that, there's some other cool things going on this weekend that I don't want you to miss out on. Y'all know I love my sweatshirts and all the great things that are going on so much. I'm going to walk around here for just 1 second to show this bad boy off, because y'all know my famous catch line of "I'll see you in the arena." Well, look at this. Boom. I'll see you in the arena. And y'all, this fantastic sweatshirt is actually available at 7seas.gg, right? And we wanted to give y'all a little bit of something cool. So for the entirety of the Gigabyte Cup, we are actually going to be presenting you with 15% off all aquatic merchandise by using code Gigabyte Cup, and that is actually live now. So make sure to head over to 7seas.gg, snag some awesome aquatic merch like I'll see you in the arena at a really fantastic price. And that goes live all the way through the end of the weekend, so on Sunday night. On other cool and exciting merch news, y'all, we know that we have the big time tournament going on right now. Well, we have some amazing people on staff that are working with Playmakers, Wanted, and the one and only Teskey to put together some really awesome jerseys that we'll be talking more about over the coming weeks. So get excited to be rooting for your favorite college team with some really awesome merchandise. Y'all, there's just so many great things going on. We really want to amp it up. So stay tuned to the Aquatic Discord for your home base for all of this fantastic merch. All right, now, look, guys, we need to get this show continued and underway. I have more to talk about, but I have some pretty cool guests that we need to introduce and bring on to talk about the esports section that I normally would talk about. And we're going to kick this off with one of my favorite people. Y'all, you have heard me talk about him quite a bit. He is actually the assistant to the one and only Explo, and that is the one, the only Kami Wolverine. Welcome, Kami, to the Aquatic Arena.
You had to hurt me right before I come on camera. That feels good, man.
You know me. I'm gonna ask LB to flip this over to Kami to share some great news.
So, 3 big talking points and 3 things that I am super excited about. First, ecstatic to be held down here in Naples. It's nice that you let me out of the aquatic basement for long enough to come and see the light of day. You do it at night so I don't get to see the sun, but nonetheless, feels good.
I did give you a fire, though.
You did get, it's very warm. It's very warm. It's very, very warm. Feels good. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I gave you a fire, but details.
Well, just semantics, really. The first thing that I want to talk about is the High Seas tournament series, which we are kicking off Tuesday with a Valorant tournament. And I get DM after DM after DM every time we announce one of the community mashups asking if they can sign up as a 5-stack or they have a team that they want to get a little bit more practice hours in. And we really haven't had a place to do it. Now we finally, with that High Seas initiative, starting with Valorant, offer a competitive 5-stack experience, same $250 cash prize, with a whole bunch more teams, a whole bunch more prestige than just, a usual like sign up as a solo, play with who you play with, which are a lot of fun. But this is that next step, that next level up in competitive play. A little note about Big Time, my own personal favorite. You hear me talk about it every Friday night, usually at 7:30. We are moving it up. There is a matchup that we are super excited to get on broadcast. Illinois versus Maryland. Illinois finally coming in to the league and have kind of taken it by storm. They've knocked out the 2 top seeds. They're playing tomorrow night at 6. So we moved up our broadcast schedule to make sure that we get them included, get Maryland on there. You see them in the top 5s every week. So we should be in for an exciting game of Valorant. And the Overwatch community, I know, if you're watching, trust me, I'm reading your DMs. I'm just terrible at responding to them, but we are going to be getting that Overwatch community mashup underway. That is going to be next week, Saturday, February 13th at 1:30 p.m. We have a special guest commentator who I'm not going to reveal quite yet. Wait for the announcement post, going to go out tomorrow. So sign up. We're going to be playing, sign up as a solo. We're going to have a bunch of fun, give away more of NEPTJUN'S money. And it really just doesn't get better than giving that away. So whole bunch of stuff that I'm excited about. But I have a date calling me back down in the basement. The cat that I now speak to for human interaction misses me in just a little bit. So I'll let you get back to doing what you're doing.
Well, thanks so much. Kami Wolverine, always a pleasure. And in case y'all are wondering, we did fill him up with LaCroix. Actually, that's a straight lie. Kami Wolverine supplied his own LaCroix on this past adventure. Because we decided not to. But you know what? He is going to enjoy that nonetheless. And I'm going to pretend as if we supplied that for the entirety of this really great adventure. So thank you again, Kami Wolverine, for joining us on this fantastic fireside chat. Now, y'all, that is not all the esports news we have for you tonight, because it just keeps getting better. And we're excited to introduce another individual and bring them on to the Aquatic Fireside as well. Now, this strapping young man has made it onto a fireside before in a digital format, but now, for the first time ever, live from Aquatik HQ, we are bringing in the one true trackpad. So trackpad, please join me in fireside to talk about some other fantastic Gigabyte-related events.
This off with some non-Gigabyte related events because, ladies and gentlemen, Studio Trackpad is now in the Aquatik studio, and I am thrilled to finally be here. It feels like it's been a lot of work to get it to this point. Starting off with Gigabyte, this Saturday we have got the finals of the Gigabyte Cup, and I could not be more excited. We've got Glacial Esports taking on Team Smoge in the consolation final for 3rd place, and in the grand finals we've got SLU Esports taking on the Wichita Wolves. The Midwest seems to be dominating League of Legends here at Aquatik's League of Legends side of things, so I'm excited to see who takes home the grand prize of $1,250. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I'm correct. And from there, non-Gigabyte related, but still ever so exciting, Mecha, I know Kami already mentioned you, this one's for you. The heroes of Aquatik can now assemble because Overwatch is back in the Manta League for Aquatik Esports. We've announced our team via Discord announcements recently, so if you didn't see that, take a look through those announcements and you'll get to see who's on the team and give them their due congratulations. We've also had a lot of great success in our other programs. Our Rainbow Six Manta team recently taking 2nd in the North American Contenders League, coming up just short against Team Smile in the grand finals, but nevertheless a very exciting bit of development on their side, and I could not be prouder of them. So to all of you, congratulations. And with that, I don't have much more to say, so boss man, I'm gonna throw it back to you and return to the remote Studio Trackpad.
Thank you so much, Trackpad, for joining us here. And y'all, I want you to know, anything that we are not giving to Kami Wolverine, we are making sure we give the Trackpad instead on this wonderful eve of some great things going on here at Aquatik. Now, again, y'all, that's some fantastic esports news. There's a lot of things that are percolating. There's a lot of awesome events that are being put out into the arena. And if you want to see more of those two fine gentlemen, you know, make sure you are here on Saturday for that Gigabyte Cup. It is going to be an all-day event, and we are super excited about that. Of course, the whole team is going to be here in the office. We'll be making sure to socially distance and make sure that it is a wonderful, wonderful event. So I'm excited to launch that again this Saturday. And like Kami Wolverine said, you can always tune in tomorrow night for the continuation of that big time event. And it is only going to continue to grow and get better over these next couple of weeks. Now, y'all, there's a lot more news to talk about, you know, over the coming weeks. Of course, our Discord is the place to be for all of that information, right? We're always putting great information into the Discord. And in case you didn't know, or if you're new to Aquatik, right, we've set up our Discord in a way that there is an announcement system. And hey, you know what? We get it. You don't want to hear everything. So you have the ability to mute the channels you don't want to hear and make sure you leave the other ones activated so you can get the type of news that's most important to you. We broke those down into Aquatik announcements, creator announcements or content announcements, and esports announcements. Now, esports is where we're putting all of those great pieces of information about the tournaments that are going on, and Trackpad and Kami Wolverine are posting in there all the time to keep you updated when tournaments start, whether they're internal or external. On that content side, we're shouting out creators and other awesome events that are going on inside of Aquatik. And then on those Aquatik announcements is where I typically live and talk about things like Fireside or other major events that have hit us in the arena. So make sure you're staying tuned and getting all those updates as often as you can, because there's a lot of cool stuff coming. Now, y'all, in the coming weeks, we're also really excited to talk about some really awesome Fortnite news that is going to be going down here at Aquatik, and I can't wait to share those details with you in maybe even next Fireside. So make sure you stay tuned for those Fortnite details. And if you're a Fortnite fan, you are not going to want to miss these. So definitely stay tuned as we continue to talk about that. Now, y'all, I like to think of myself as a fairly smart person. Sometimes, though, we all do make mistakes. And last week, I did just that. For those of you that are an avid watcher of the Neptune Twitch, I appreciate you. But you may have actually caught a little glimpse of something pretty cool that we're working on here at Aquatik. I've teased the concept of Project Maelstrom here before, and last week I decided to actually leak Project Maelstrom to the world. And show off some pretty awesome video footage of Project Maelstrom in its current state over that Twitch channel. If you caught a glimpse of it, well, congratulations, because you got a little sneak peek of something that we're super excited about here at Aquatik. You know, we're going to start to make this a bit more public, and so I'm going to give you a little bit more insider information right here live on Aquatik Fireside. Project Maelstrom is now known as Control. And it is a really awesome product. Over the next, I would say, month or so, we're going to be taking the Aquatik creators and bringing them into a beta of Control. And y'all, is it something to be excited about? We've built it from the ground up using support from our community. And it does a little bit of everything. From live streaming to video on demand to e-sport tournament management, to a place to grow your own gaming portfolio and even receive all sorts of fantastic payouts for playing in tournaments and working with some of the fantastic brands that we've been lining up to partner up with all of you. Y'all, Control is awesome. I've been testing it out myself as well as the other people here at Aquatik HQ, and we can't wait to share it. It's going through some final UI work, getting some polish. We're adding in a bit more functionality. But it has some things that I'm so excited about. I would actually say one of my favorite pieces of tech that exists inside Control is a one-click live stream. With one click of your mouse button, you can be live inside the action, streaming to all of your friends, family, and loyal viewers. And y'all, the way we do this is going to be cool, so make sure you stay tuned to here at Aquatik Esports as we continue to roll things out over the coming weeks and months. And don't worry, if you want access to Control a little bit early on, just stick around in the Discord, because it's how you're going to land yourself a beta invite in the coming months. I'm excited, and I hope you're as excited as I am to see what we've been working on behind the scenes at Aquatik Esports. Y'all, that's really a lot of what we had to talk about tonight. Now, I know we have been talking a lot about the Kraken Cup, and that announcement with Fortnite is going to go right in line with that. So get ready, all you Kraken contestants. As I had said, you are going to be diving in for your very first event, utilizing Fortnite and utilizing some awesome esports adventures. So get ready to put the pedal to the metal as we advance further and deeper into that platform. The last thing to talk about tonight, y'all, is the Special Olympics. You may have seen we've been posting across our social channels. Aquatik is now an official supporting partner of esports of the 2022 USA Games, and it is going to be an awesome event. We're going to be doing some really cool things in the coming months and working with some really awesome individuals to make these events as big and as grand as possible. So I hope you're ready to really enjoy some awesome esports action as we dive in a little further. And that only continues to enhance our fantastic new partner initiative as we've rebuilt out that partner program, as you've heard us kind of talking about in the last weeks. Before I end up tonight, I do want to say thank you to everyone here on the staff. I know a lot of us have been out, and I'm actually very excited to say everyone has been returning back to the office, and one of the crowd favorites actually walked back in the doors today, and we do have Riptide live back with us here at Aquatik HQ. Ain't that right, Riptide?
I mean, maybe.
And we just broke every social distancing rule known to man.
I've been wearing a mask up until this very second. The people need to hear the voice of Aquatik. And folks, it is back, and I am so excited to be hosting this Saturday with my good friend here again. So I'm excited to get back in the game. I've been out for a little bit, and I'm jacked.
Yeah.
Let's go, guys.
The team is back, and we're ready to rock and roll, and that is going to be an awesome event this weekend. And like Riptide said, he'll be joining me on the Gigabyte stage to host that event in partnership with the other great people that we have here at Aquatik HQ. So welcome back, Riptide.
Yep.
You see, he's also rocking the Helm Audio hat for all of y'all out there.
I'll just say this, and technically, if we'll be clear. Helm did give me one. This thing is no joke. It seriously is good. I love this so much. I actually rigged one up in my car for my audio too. Guys, you should really look into one. The DB12s are absolutely fantastic. Anything that's going to create a better and more cinematic audio experience when it comes to games, movies, audio, heck, even podcasts. I listen to podcasts. This thing is worth every penny. And again, they're not paying me to say that. They did provide me with one, if I'm being transparent. But like, it's a fantastic product. And for somebody who's gone to college for audio and who's lived most of his professional kind of career in audio, it is a fantastic product. Anything that's THX and Lucas is good in my book. So,
all right, y'all. We're going to be wrapping it up for tonight. We actually have Elvie producing tonight, who has been behind the scenes all night rocking this out because she too is here at Aquatik HQ. So I know she's going to be firing up a raid here in just a few moments as I bring this to an end. But of course, don't forget, tomorrow night, Friday at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Actually, I am incorrect. The one and only Kami Wolverine actually changed that around, and it is now 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, one night only here at Aquatik HQ. So make sure you tune in at 6 o'clock for that fantastic big-time event. We've had some really great Valorant games recently, and I'm excited to see this event because I know he is excited about the teams that play. So if he's excited, I'm excited. And then, of course, again, on Saturday when we go live with the Gigabyte Cup at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And y'all, that is quite the event. And as I had mentioned, we do have a pretty special guest at halftime show. We are bringing in Halocene for a fantastic music performance. So make sure, for you audio lovers out there, that you stick around for halftime as we show off some really amazing music. And I'm really excited to bring Halocene in live via video conference to bring that music to you. All right, everybody. I keep saying I'm going to wrap it up, and then I keep talking. You know my typical style. But we are finally wrapping this up for the night. Elvie is going to line up that raid, and I hope you all have a fantastic evening. Thank you again for joining us on Thursday night for our fantastic Fireside Chat. I'll see you next Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But in the meantime, I'm Neptune, and I'll see you in the arena.
One, two, three, let's go.